What's going on, guys? Adam Arif here from Beyond Educated, and today we're going to be talking about whether the scales are doing you good or hindering your progress when it comes to weight loss. If you want to find out a bit more, stick around and let's do this. Hello everybody and welcome back to another informative video that's here designed to give you some information so that you can relay the message. As with all these videos, I'd like you to post your comments down below so that we can find out as a community about whether people are benefiting from it, whether people are using the scales, ditching the scales, whether they weigh themselves daily or they weigh themselves weekly or don't weigh themselves at all. Post below. So let's get into this. I think it's really important to talk about, given the channel's values on health and fitness, the scale and measuring your actual fitness level. So I'm going to break this down into 4 different categories. Question 1 is, should you be weighing yourself regularly? Question number 2 is, do the scales actually help when it comes to weight loss? Question number 3 is going to be, why am I not losing weight even though I'm weighing myself every day and I think I'm doing everything right? And then finally we're going to look at, is it actually healthy to weigh yourself every day, every week, or just not weigh yourself at all? The question as to whether you should weigh yourself regularly and to whether that is a yes or no essentially comes down to your goals. So if you have a goal which is to lose body fat, ideally what you'd be looking to do is measure your body fat. Now, body fat tests are quite difficult to do. You can do it with calipers, you can do it visually with your eyes, even though it's less accurate. And you can use weight as a measure of actually decreasing fat from your body, but bear in mind that it might not actually be fat that you're losing. It could also be muscle, and most likely will be some muscle, and it could be a range of other factors that manipulate your weight on a day-to-day basis that we'll go on to discuss. Nextly, you just need to be aware of the psychological impact of weighing yourself daily on the fact that it may hinder your progress towards a goal. If psychologically you can't get over the barrier one day, you weigh more than you did the other day, even though your calorie consumption was quite low if you had a weight loss goal. Next, we're going to look at, do the scales actually help you to lose weight? Well, interestingly, they do help you to lose weight if you can accurately track, balance and measure your weight over a consistent period of time, but unfortunately that is all they do. They help you lose weight. Now, weight is just your mass times the gravitational force on the planet. So if you went to the moon, I know I'm sounding a bit silly here, if you went to the moon and you weighed yourself, you would weigh less. And the goal is not actually to reduce your weight, the goal is actually to reduce your body fat or reduce or increase muscle mass if you're trying to put weight on. So whilst it can help you towards your goals, it's not actually a specific measure of probably what you're trying to achieve, and you just need to bear that in mind, that it's a supplementary measure that should be used not in isolation but should be used in line with other measures so that you can track whether you're progressing towards your goals or not. So why are you not losing weight, I guess, is the question you want to know, even though you're weighing yourself on a daily basis, and every single time you get on it you're getting this psychological block and you're just not losing weight. Well, a number of factors can play a role in this, particularly your water intake throughout the day, your sodium intake, what time you've eaten, what time you've been to the toilet. And so a lot of times, if you're not consistent with your measuring or days and routines, these can really throw you out by significant amounts sometimes. In the past I've lost, overnight 1.2 kilos, and that's a significant amount, because if I'd have weighed myself at night and you're not weighing yourself at the same time in the morning, then again it has psychological impacts, and that can impact on the food that you're eating throughout the day. It can impact on your progress towards your goals, so you just need to bear that in mind. But overall, as you're probably aware, if you're following this kind of fitness and other fitness channels, the key or detrimental action that you don't take is tracking your calories. You'll most likely be eating more calories than you're expending, and that'll be the reason why your weight loss isn't going down. Now, it's true to say that you can put on muscle and you can lose fat, and that would offset the actual weight loss, but it's more likely that you will lose fat and not put on muscle, particularly if you're an experienced weightlifter and you've been training for a number of years. It's very difficult to put on muscle, particularly to offset the fat that you can lose from your body, because the fat does actually come off a lot quicker in most instances when you're not an enhanced athlete. And I guess lastly, we really want to address, is it healthy? And I think we can only answer that by saying it is healthy if it's helping you measure and work towards a goal. You're not using that metric in isolation, and it's not impacting psychologically on your mental health. For example, if it really kicks out your week and your day because you go to Slimming World or you go to a club or you go to something like that, you find out you put 2 pounds on and it's ruining your week, then do you know what? It's absolutely not the right measure for you to lose your weight. You should be looking at measuring yourself in the mirror, how you feel, how fit you are, how far you can run on the treadmill. Whatever your goal is, bring it down to a health and fitness goal.